Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
What is up? What's happening? What's going down?
What's shaking?
What's you shaking, boys? How's it going, man? How's it going? We got Jimmy. We got Jimmy the Nibbler. We got Randy the Ripper. And John the Deshane down there. Welcome in, boys. Trev has announced that he will not be here, so just be us four tonight. Unless we find somebody in the crowd that's going to jump in and talk guitars and gear
Mike,
with us.
40 Grit, where you at, bruh?
40 Grit. Is 40 Grit here? Somewhere? It's in the chat?
Yep.
Always welcome, sir, if you want to jump in. But, yeah, here we are. I feel like yesterday was Saturday night. I don't know. I'm still in a fog. No, we're doing
It's
good.
funny, I'm on holiday, right? And
Right?
we did, or at least I did anyways, took it pretty easy with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up this morning and I'm like, holy Christ, we got to do another show. That was yesterday.
Right.
No, no, it wasn't.
Yeah. No, we have our weeks right off because I'm off next week. So I'm looking forward to the end of this week. Gonna take some time off, maybe do some things around the house. Probably not. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah, chilling is good.
Chilling is good. So welcome in, boys. Welcome in everybody that is in the chat so far. And let's start things off as we always do. And come over here and we're going to give a big shout out and a thank you to our channel members. We do have channel membership available on the channel. There's a join button over there underneath the video or in the description if you'd like to help support us in that manner. We greatly appreciate it. It does help to buy the strings and things and the EV muxes and the lights and all that kind of good stuff to keep us going. So we appreciate all the channel members. Thank you. You all rock. Let's get over to the chat and see who is here. Let me get it unzipped here. And we'll see who pops out. Ooh, my guitar almost hit the desk there. Oh. Let's see. First in, who do you guess? Who do you think? Who do you think it is?
E. coli.
E. coli. First one in saying, howdy friends. I'm having a what? The heck is that? That goes into this. This goes into that. Hoping Gear Talk straighten things out. What are we drinking tonight?
Sounds like a sexual problem.
Have some kind of root beer or something. I don't know. So, cheers.
Kicking horse.
Waiting on Randy. He's not participating tonight.
I'm busy.
Okay. We got channel member Darboard is here. Good to see you. We got Florida Clammers Ted is hanging out. And by the way, over in the chat, there's little crowns with numbers on them. I have no clue what that is. I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn that off.
First, who was second, and who was third in the chat.
Is that what it is?
I believe so.
Well, see now it says Hip Metal Works has a 3. Cushman has a 2. Are they battling for like top 3 or something in the chat? Okay, maybe that's a good thing. You guys battled it out for number 1. Let's see, who else do we have? We said hey to Ted. Welcome in. Channel member El Barget is here. Welcome in. Let's see. Channel member Cushman NYC saying hey to the mutants. Good to see you, Cush. We got channel member Chuck C saying what's happening. Good to see you, Chuck. Good to see you. Let's see. There she is. Channel member Hillary is here saying happy Tuesday, y'all. Good to see you, Hillary. Yostinator is here. Right on. Welcome. Zach Thong, the new sensation star of YouTube channels. Welcome in, Zach. We've got Rock Daddy is here. Good to see Rock Daddy hanging out with us. Let's see. Wayne McConnell. Say sup, gang. What is up? Let's see. Who else? Scrolling on down. Did we say hey to channel member Stu Petty?
What you got?
They have their own energy drink now.
They've had them.
Apparently. Welcome in, Stu. Well, we also have
say anything.
we have the one, the only channel member, Dan Gorman.
I thought we don't play tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, You happen to have a guitar in your hand, right?
Your call, brother.
Right on. On point, as usual. Thank you, Randy. And welcome in, Dan. Let's see. We've got the one, the only channel member, crew member, panel member, a Jimmy Biter.
I'm a dick.
Yes. Let's see. There he is. Channel member 40, Grit. I am present. What's tonight's topic? See, that's the thing, is we kind of go in wild card tonight. And we have for the past, 3 weeks?
Yep.
Because we can't think of a damn thing to talk about. So it just kind of naturally flows and happens when we get on here. Somebody will say something and then we just kind of run with it. Let's see. Who else do we got? Let's see. Scrolling. Christopher Lavsova is here. He says, Tom Morello, go away. FFS, for fuck's sake. Hey, fellas, what's rocking? What is going on? What's going on with Tom Morello lately?
Fuck that guy.
Oh, he did something or what?
Now, am I correct? Well, let's get through the chat and see there's our subject right there.
Let's bookmark that for a minute.
Yeah, let's put a pin in it. Let's see. We said hey to Rock Daddy. Let's see. Scrolling on down to see who else do we have. Yep, there's Papa Blue. Good to see you, Papa. Mark Spurgeon hanging out. Right on. Hey, Upper Decker Edvis, channel member is here. Saying what up, Guitar Heroes. Good to see you, Ed. Channel member Hip Metalworks is hanging out. Made it home safely, it appears, from the Whiskey Weekend. Right on. Let's see, who else? We got Sammy Reynolds is hanging out in the chat. Good to see Sammy. Edvis says, I was on holiday last week. Good God, I needed that. Recharge the batteries. Man, I am so ready for it. We got Dude. No longer some Dave Dude. It is just Dude. So welcome in. Let's see. Who else?
Tits and fists.
We have Rene Fernandez is here. Says, hey guys, just arrived home from work, but here to see you all. My respects always to all of you. Good to see you, Rene. Always nice to have you.
Facebook.
Right
recently.
on.
Yeah, doing some really good stuff.
Martian Murray is here. The crowns are the most chatters. Okay. All right. So we'll see.
Who's going to be number one?
All right. We'll see what happens.
We're going to get a shit ton of spam in the chat.
That's fine. That's fine. It stimulates the algorithm. So there's Can't Drive 55. Welcome in, sir.
Stimulate the algorithm.
We never have figured out if Can't Drive 55 is a he or she. Have we? I always say welcome in, sir, but it could be a chick, right? I saw a car going towards Guitar Center not long ago, and it said VH Chick on it. And it was some chick in a little, I think it was a Volkswagen or something. Had the striped license plate, had the 5150 stickers on the back. Yeah, she was all decked out. So, I mean, it's possible,
Big fat
right?
pig or no?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see. She was in front of me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When John says that, he means more than 110 pounds.
Right. Yeah. You know, more than 75 pounds, basically. Let's see. Searching for Tone. Channel member is here in the chat. Good to see you. Edvis had 75 XP there for a minute, whatever that means. Yeah, exactly. I'll have to do some research and see what all that's about. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the official channel member Rob Blackmore is here. Good to see you.
Rob.
And we've got Sarah is in the house. Welcome in, Sarah. Always good to see you in the chat. Let's see. You know what? They started playing that song. The radio station that we listen to at work, and that a lot of times I have in the car is, classic rock. And for whatever reason, maybe once a year, you'll hear about 5 new songs that are put into the rotation, and 5 of them disappear. So, Starship Sarah and what is it? Built This City.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 I've heard into the permanent rotation now. So you can count on hearing that one probably 4 or 5 times every day. All right. Let's see. Where was I?
Sarah.
Right there? Okay. Martian Murray, we said hey to. Look at there. Look at there. Our favorite firefighter, channel member Andy Carson, is in the house saying, hey now, how's everyone doing tonight?
Thanks for the
Doing
reels
well.
of the talented young ladies there, Andy.
What?
Oh, the YouTube and Instagram female, very talented guitar players. And when I say talent, I mean big jugs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Me sounds.
That's what I said to him when he sent something to me, and I sent it right back to him. I was like, nice tits.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Dude says, wait, did I not pay you, pal? My name is not blue. Well, it would be green. And I think because you have a special character, it may be messing with that. But I did see you on the member list. Let me see if you're on here. I think you're on page 2 there, buddy. Let's see. Because I just redid this. Yep. Last column there, page 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're good. You're still good. All right. Where was I? We said hey to Mark Spurgeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a 45-minute roll call tonight. We got A.A. Marshy. However we're saying that one. Marshy. How's it going, guys? Everyone has glasses except Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
He
mean,
needs
we
them.
could take them off, if we needed to.
We could.
But then I
We
couldn't
can
see.
all squint at the screen.
Right.
Like
Let's
Dab
see.
Jam.
We quilt this city. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And we've caught up with the chat. And we also have somebody at the door. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only 40 Grit Mike.
Hey,
What up?
Welcome in, sir.
I told you I was busy.
What up?
Right?
What up?
So Mike is here to save the show tonight.
Oh,
What's going on, man?
nothing. Nothing off today. So I was just I told the wife I was gonna go watch, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll jump in. So thanks for having me, and here I am.
Absolutely. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome
Always
in.
welcome, brother.
Always good to see you. Let me say hey just real quick to Mike G, who's just jumped in, and of course channel member Bo, Guitar Man 45. Good to see you. Also have channel member Anti-DIY HVAC has jumped in. Always good to see you hanging out with us. And let's see, we are caught up now with everyone in the chat. If I missed you, say something. I'll say hello. And so what's going on, man? You got any new? Now, I haven't talked to you in quite a while here, and I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
And I know that you had said at one point that you were not going to go beyond 100 guitars.
How's my levels and everything? Does everything sound okay?
Yeah, you're
Everything's
good.
okay. Okay, cool.
You're good. Your video is flashing every now and again, but
Is it?
yeah.
They're going to a different internet provider out here, so I think I'm going to get away from Cox once they get there. They cut the street up already.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what.
That's what she said.
Gotta get away from Cox.
I'm
So
going back to
I-
Virginia's.
I got to get away from that. I glitch all the time on that platform. But anyways, hopefully we get that fixed. So the 100 guitar thing. So I was close to 100, and then like guitars kept popping up, and I'm like, man, you're really making it hard. So I ended up getting that
It was a Murphy Lab, right?
Murphy Lab.
Made it 101.
No, that's what it was. It was the Norm's Rare Guitar.
Oh, that's right. The
Les
custom.
Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's nice. And then I got the Dweezil Zappa fell on my lap, and that EVH custom shop fell on my lap. That's a crazy story, man. That guy posted that guitar, and it was at the end of May, and then I got it, and those are stainless steel frets, and the frets were a mess, and it's just too hot out here to go out there and start hogging on that. So I said, I took it over to my buddy, and but I got that guitar. He paid like almost like 5,000 something for it 2 weeks earlier.
Wow.
I don't understand why he just didn't return the guitar to Sweetwater, because I'm thinking that's probably why he got rid of it, because it was kind of unplayable. You know what I'm saying? It just had a lot of issues. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm chasing one right now, but I don't even know if I'm going to do it. It's just like one of those things.
So you just completely blew the 100 limit out, or have you been balancing guitars?
I'm actually at 103 right now because a kid at work needed a guitar and I gave him one.
Right on.
Nice.
That's cool.
And so I was up, and so I started coming back down, and then I stumbled on this one, which I went over, and then I assembled this one. I was gonna do videos on it and stuff, man, but I gotta tell you, it's just so freaking hot. And you know, the phone heats up out there in the garage, and just like I want to go out there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go out there to go and be all sweaty and shooting videos. And, you know, I'll do that in the wintertime, or, you know, once it cools off. I'll go out and shoot videos for everybody on my channel and you know, when it cools off. I can't do it right now, man.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's wondering, you're in the Arizona area where it's like 8,000 degrees outside right now.
It's 112 degrees outside right now, I think.
That's
so
crazy.
Jesus.
But that being said, when I assembled this, by the way, I got the Aaron Norton, Randy, for this. I just got to swap it. When I went to go put this together, it assembled itself. I mean, it was really easy. So it was a quick, easy assembly, and it turned out really good, and it plays freaking awesome. But I was doing 20-minute intervals. I was going out for 20 minutes and then going, you know, coming in, taking a 2-hour break, going out for 20 minutes, because, you know, it just kind of takes the fun out of it. You know, there was a time when I wasn't doing guitars in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, not only is it uncomfortable, the guitar, the wood is moving. You know?
Yeah, and then, like, you know, whatever changes you make, you come in, it acclimates back into the guitar room, right. And then you're all fucked up, for lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, there is a solution. You could get some air conditioning into that garage area.
I've thought about that, but here's a problem. I've gone up in the attic, and there's no there's just too much there. If I put an air conditioner out there, it's counterproductive. It's just so hot out there. I would have to winterize the attic area, blow some insulation in there, and it's I don't even know if it's worth it.
Just be counterintuitive, yeah.
So I just figure I'll do lives. That's kind of why on my last show I said, you guys like the lives or the videos better, because you and I have spoken about our channel with regards to what your views, what's better. Well, your videos are better views. Your lives aren't as good.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Unless you do a Saturday night party stream where you stay up for 5 hours and do shots.
6 hours to do that. Yeah. So, and hey, God bless, man. I mean, like, that's I jump in and I'm like, these guys are out of control, man. I gotta go to bed. So, but I decided to just shoot. I'll just do lives. I'll just jump on whenever I need to, say hi, guys. Because people still email me, and that's just, I'm fine with that.
It's all about having fun for yourself.
Hit me up. Yeah, because I don't want to go out there and sweat it out, man, and go, hey, I put this guitar together today, and my phone overheated and it was a pain in the ass, but here, here's a video for you.
Exactly.
I don't know if I want to do that. So
let me say hey real quick to Butt Cheeks is in the chat. Good to see you, Brendan.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Was there somebody else that I missed? Let me just double check real quick. Don't think so. Yes, there's Joe Alba. Welcome in.
Brother Joe, nice having you.
Zach, we said hey. And I think we're caught. Oh, no. Look at there. Channel member Puppy Badass is here. Right on. Everybody filing in the old
60,000 watts.
60,000. Wow.
Oh, cool, man. Right on. Yeah, good.
Cool. And we've got Quentin, Guitar Talk Universe, one of my best buds. He's like, what? Let's see. Anybody else that have missed? Let me just double check. We got Matt Stewart is here and hanging out, saying hello to everybody. And welcome in, Matt. So, yeah, we are caught up now with the chat. Yostinator would like to know, 40, do you use a humidifier in your studio?
Sure do. You can see it right there.
Oh, you got the same one I do.
Yeah, it's
A Swedish thing or whatever it is, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I've been using those since I came out here in 15 because when I came from California, I got a lot of fret sprout on the guitars that I had. So I was like, well, I got to do something. So I got a humidifier. I've been using that same type of humidifier since I moved out here, and then had to buy a couple because the water's so hard. And then, when I moved in here, we got that water softener.
Yeah.
Right.
And now it's perfect. I don't have to do anything. It doesn't have the buildup or anything anymore. But yeah, you got to have a humidifier, man. I'm running 40% right now in here.
Nice.
Got to have it out here. So
Channel member Jeff K is here. Welcome in.
I run like 50.
yeah, well, I mean, you could run 50. The problem with me is the swings. Like today, we turned the air conditioner on. When she gets home from work, and then I was up to 58.
Right.
And as soon as the dry air conditioning kicks on, it kicks it back down to 40. So, it stays between 40 and 50, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
If it gets past 50 in the wintertime, I shut it off.
Right.
Yeah, 52 is typically a good comfortable range for us.
And it seems to, for me, it's like a balance of when it's not working. That's kind of its natural resting state is right around 50 here.
For without the humidifier?
Without.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, man. Heck yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, cool, man.
Let's see. So what else has been going on? You said you had something on your radar.
Oh, I'm kind of on a Nuno kick, so I got the N4, and then I'm thinking about a 4N because the neck's fatter. So I've been watching a lot of videos on it, and I don't know. I might get one, but
it's pretty sweet, or swamp ash one, or whatever it is.
Yeah, those walnuts are really cool. Those are really cool, and I actually watched there's a video out there about the whole Nuno thing right now. Is he leaving? And the guy just did the video. I'm not sure if he's just throwing it out there, but he brought up some good points. Some people say the Stevens cutaway patent ran out, and that's not true. That expired like 20 years ago.
Right.
So there's a really good video. I wouldn't say really good, but it seemed informative. To listen to the guy. They said he zoomed in on the pictures of the show, and he goes, this guitar was built by Washburn. And so it's highly likely that he's leaving Washburn, but with the thought of him leaving Washburn, that makes me want to go get the 4N just so that I have, so that I have the important ones in case he does bail,
What's the one behind you, Mike?
That's the N4 Authentic.
Okay.
That's the one that's all banged up, and it's got the detuner route on it, like we did at Sir. They put the route in there, so if your fine tuner's like buried in, the detuner doesn't get caught up.
Right.
So
You would wonder if he does leave, if they would continue to manufacture that shape guitar and just rename it, like PB did with the HP.
Well, I mean, that's what I've done all day, bro. Other than chores for my better half, and chores, day off chores. I sat there and probably watched Nuno stuff for 3 hours a day. And there was actually a new interview with a builder who builds, I guess it's kind of like a ghost builder for Washburn, and who does these Nuno guitars. And it was him and Nuno and that metal militia guy, or the metal, like that kind of buff guy that plays. He's not a bad player, but he did an interview with Nuno, and Nuno said that on the first tour, he had built that guitar, Like he had built the alder body, no finish, because it was all he could afford, and they had a lefty neck, so the headstock was inverted, and it's what he could afford. So then Washburn reached out to him, and they said, "Well, hey, why don't you endorse one of our guitars?" He goes, "I don't want to endorse one of your guitars. I want to play my guitar." And they said, "So what you're saying is, if we build your guitar, you'll endorse the guitar?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." And then he said, "Well, hold on a second." And he said he started thinking, "Are they going to pay me?" So he said,
Right.
"Well, are you going to pay me to do it?" And they go, "Oh, no. You just get free gear." And he said that he took care of his mom and like his family. He said, and they all pitched in because he has like 9 siblings. I think he said he was the youngest of 10. And he said that he said, "I'll tell you what," he said, "I'll endorse your guitar. Let's build my guitar. I'll endorse your guitar, but you have to give me $200 a month and send it to my mom."
Nice.
And they said, "Okay, yeah, sure." So then that's why he went with Washburn.
Washburn.
Really cool, a really cool interview. You know, it was cool. So
I think that may be the same interview that I saw. Was he talking about how even when he would like play shows, he would have fans or whatever, and he like, "Hey, come over for some lunch or dinner or something," and he would actually have fans that would come into his house.
that may be the same video. I think that the one I watched was kind of cut up. But I didn't hear that mentioned. The other cool thing that he mentioned was NAMM show. He said, "So my first year I went to NAMM, nobody knew who I was for the first album, you know, and nobody knew who I was. And then Porno Graffiti came out. I went back to NAMM the next year, and we were just as big as Ibanez." He said there were people waiting for me. And, you know, it was cool to hear him talk about that. He said, because my first year, he said, I was reaching out to people going, "Oh, hey, what's your name?" and blah, blah, blah. He said second year, people were waiting for him when he got to the NAMM show. You know, so it's pretty cool. So
Let's see. Dory McMahon is here. Good to see you, Dory. Arkansas is here. Good to see you, Arky.
Hey, what's up, Marky? What's up?
Welcome in. Welcome in. I think we said hey to Darboard, didn't we?
Hey, Darboard's here. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
He's flashing up 40 Grits channel link there. Make sure you click on it and go over check out his channel.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Cool.
Some cool information on some guitar setup and different aspects of guitar stuff. Also, you do the lives just whenever, kind of just whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just like, you know, just like right now, it's like, I want to go on and hang out and talk about guitar stuff, but man, by the time I get home at night, I got to have a day off right now, man. It's just like, man, the last thing I want to do is talk. And plus, you know, I'm super introverted and I'm in a job of extrovert. So by the time I get home every night, this introvert is just like spent.
You're ready to introvert back in.
Yeah, and then, you know, jump back on and talk guitar stuff. You know, sometimes I just got to go to my cave for a little while, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, look at here. We got Matt McCullum Music is here. Good to see Matt. We got Waller Cries is here. Welcome in. Let's see.
Randy, how's your build?
Getting built.
In
progress. Yeah.
Still in progress. Probably be done with it next week.
Yeah. Did you get any more checking on it?
Not really. I was calling, you know what? I'm just going to put it together and see what happens.
I got to hit the tones here. We got a cha-ching here. Edvis celebrating 22 months of membership to say Nuno is an incredible person and guitar player. I've seen him numerous times. I'm getting tickets to the Bettencourt Hudson, Massachusetts Turkey Jam this year. Very cool.
Well, speaking of Nuno, I talked to John the other day, John Thayer, the Nuno's tech, and DeMartini's tech. And I'm going out to Anaheim for the Rat show, for the Piercy and DeMartini show next month, the end of next month. And I text him. I say, "Hey, man, you're going to be at the Anaheim." He said, "I'm not. He's going to be in Europe with Extreme." So he's, I think he's more Nuno's tech than he is Warren's tech. So I thought that was interesting. Anyways, he told me that he's going to come back on. I'll probably have John back on after the European leg, just so we can talk about some Nuno stuff. I mean, just it's cool.
That was cool hang with him. Yeah.
That was a good show. The first time I met him was at the Lynch Mob show, and him and I sat out front and talked guitars. My girl was with me too, and she's like sitting there going, "Oh my god,
Can y'all shut
out
up?
there, me and John sat outside the venue for probably an hour and a half talking about guitar stuff, just sitting there bullshitting about guitars. It was cool. He's a big Kramer fan too. He likes Kramer, so we sat there and talked about Kramer stuff for a while. So it was cool.
Right on. Cool. Let's see if there's anybody. Yep. Channel member Scott Brockway is here. What's up, dude? It's good to see you, Scott. Let's see. Anybody else find their way in?
Kurt.
Kurt's here.
Did you see a wild Kurt?
Yeah.
There he is. Kurt 5150 saying hey to the crew. Good to see you, Kurt.
It's Mr. Freeze.
Sova says girlfriend's pops passed away Sunday. Sorry to hear that, man. So I'm taking her out for some blues this Saturday with the legend Buddy Guy. Right on, man.
A lot of people kicking the bucket here.
Thoughts and condolences with you.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
It's unfortunately, it's waiting for all of us, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's see.
It just seems to come in bursts, though, in your social community. It's like, fuck.
So Sova's comment earlier, which we were putting on hold and put a pin on it. Tom Morello. Am I correct in saying that Tom Morello's son plays guitar and he played guitar on that video with Jack Black with Mr. Crowley?
Yeah. That was Tom Morello's kid, Scott Ian's kid. Somebody else. Was it Ty Trujillo? Wasn't he in that too? Rob Trujillo's son.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I think it was a drummer. Somebody's drummer kid.
I was about to say never mind because Scott Ian's kid played bass in that.
So why is everybody hating on Tom right now?
Because he can't play a guitar solo?
I don't know.
Is that new news, or did we know that back in the Rage Against the Machine days?
I don't know.
I've never been a Rage Against the Machine fan.
Right.
So
There were a few songs that kind of had a catchy groove, but
Yeah, I always thought Bulls on Parade was a cool song.
Yeah.
That was probably my only one I knew. But
He wasn't my top guy, but he did a thing, that's for sure. And it was
Joe was saying, yeah, he did a great job too. Yeah, kid pulled it off. Yeah,
cool.
really cool.
yeah, Scotty brings up Scott Ian's son Revel. Usually drums. He also plays guitar and is badass at that, and he apparently plays bass as well. Yeah, he's a great drummer and a great guitar player.
Cool.
There's plenty of clips on Scott's Instagram of the two of them jamming in the garage and stuff.
Tell us how you really feel, Stu.
That's pretty much how I feel, Stu.
Well, they're one of those ones like U2 and stuff, right? Because I guess they got a little political and stuff, so everybody was like,
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
no, it's tough. It's polarizing, right?
Who was it? It was John Mellencamp got in trouble, enraged the fans over something like that as well, right?
Yeah.
How many of them have done that? Bruce Springsteen?
Springsteen started it. Yep.
Like way
And
to
then
shoot
all these
yourself in the foot.
all these actors and actresses that are getting into that. Just shut up and play and
Right.
Well,
100%.
one of my favorite guitar players, started going on a unhinged rant, and it's just like, oh, that really puts a damper on making, my wanting to, want to listen to your music. And it's like, sometimes it's just maybe you should just keep your mouth shut, because it doesn't help your position or your fan base.
we need Johnny Cash back.
I think that the newest thing with Tom Morello is the deal between him and David Draymond from Disturbed.
No, Sova has it here. He said he's taking sides
that's
against
part of
Israel
it.
with some idiot punk band from Ireland and pumping his tiny fist at ICE. He's
Yeah.
he's
Do that,
raging against the machine, man.
You can't do that, man.
You
Yeah, well,
can't,
the thing
exactly.
is the thing about the punk band, they're, very anti-Israel and all this stuff, and then David Draymond's a Jew, and he's very, pro-Jew, pro-Israel, whatever. That's his thing. So, but those two have been having. It was enough where Draymond got booed when he walked on stage at the Back to the Beginning thing, because he signed some bombs or some shit like "fuck Hamas" or something. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess him and Tom Morello had words in person about it. Then it continued on to Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Who cares?
Fights.
Nothing
fuck
ever
you.
good.
No, fuck you. You were a
Yeah.
whore in high school, bitch.
I don't.
Nothing good comes from that stuff.
Yeah, there's so much more to talk about than political stuff right now, man. It's just a bad thing to talk about right now.
Exactly. And I get it. If you're when you're in a band in a position like that, you're the artist, and you can put what you want in your art. That's what makes it art. But most, especially lyricists, when they write lyrics, they kind of leave it open to an interpretation to a point.
Yeah,
Most of them.
it's always been my
And then-
favorite.
But right, so you can kind of aim it at whatever, But then my thing is when I've paid, $100+ to see you live, and I want to, you waste 15 minutes, 2 songs or 3 songs worth of time standing on a soapbox preaching your politics or your religion, or I didn't pay to see that. You just killed 3 song slots by your 15-20 minute rant about whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's like you go into the VIP room at the strip club and they want to talk for 10 minutes. And get busy.
Get
Highlight
jerking, get jerking, girl.
Highlight that El Barge comment that he just made. I just watched Nuno stick with that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's a
funny.
lot of Nuno to watch in that show.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. So speaking of which, what was I going to say? What do you guys think about the new Wolfgang tune? You guys watch it?
I've
I
watched
saw
part
a
of it.
bit of it.
I've
The
heard
video?
a bit of it. Yeah. He's cool. He's talented. He's got some good tunes. They all are starting to kind of sound similar to me. So I don't know. I'm not that big into it.
I think it's his voice. Yeah, me and my buddy had a conversation about that the other day. We said, "So what is it?" Because I think we kind of had the same conversation of, they're all very common. So what is it? I think it's his voice. I think if he stopped, if he stopped doubling,
Right.
because there's something that he's doing and everything sounds the same. So
I can tell you 100% what that is.
He's running an Eventide.
It's the same problem that Alter Bridge has run into, and now Seven Dust is doing it, and it's their producer Elvis Baskett.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
It's kind of one of those deals where Alter Bridge has used him since the Blackbird record, and they just announced their newest album today. And it's like Tremonti's done all his solo albums with him. Miles has done his solo albums with him. Wolfgang's used him. Seven Dust has used him for like the last 3 albums. And all his mixes sound the same. They're real bass heavy, real low end heavy mixes. So you get a lot of just washed out cymbals. The vocals are doubled. And it's just like, okay, this is all starting to sound the same here.
You know, he did Rat Detonator, right?
Baskett did?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, he did it, and back east, they all went back east, and I think they stayed like in his studio or something. I read, but yeah, he was the one that did that album with them. So yeah.
Yeah, he's down in Florida, which of course Wolfgang's flying him out to California to do everything in 5150.
Right.
And then, people go, well, when Wolfgang's albums don't sound like stuff recorded in 5150. Well, Wolf got rid of the old console and all that shit too and moved it to the digital age.
Yep.
It's just his place. He can do what he wants.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
What the heck? Maddie talking about some lyrics. He says, "Let my load go, and the Reaper handed me a rag. Now I'm dead." Best lyric I've written in years.
all right then.
Just one final little.
Very nice,
So-
Maddie.
Yeah.
So Mike, you said that
Yeah.
Henrik body was redone by MJT, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I sent you that picture.
Can you bring just both him and I up?
Yeah.
Since I have mine on, we can compare what the factory paint job is versus the MJT, because yours has a.
Sorry.
I saw your grab yard. I saw you grab yours. I thought we were just going to be twinsies tonight.
So mine has the factory paint job. The front's not all that different. They've added up in here. But the back, I think, is where.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, you got a lot of.
They really differ there. So this is a 2020. This is one of the original runs when they were supposed to be a limited run. And that one, that's the stock neck plate, right?
Yep.
What's the year on it? Should be MC 20 something.
You know what? This neck plate is effed up. So it's like I can't even tell. It's like rusted.
Huh.
Yeah.
They brought them back in 22. So they did the initial run of these, which was like 500, and then they sold out, and then people stood on their heads for a year wanting to bring them back. So the necks are slightly different. The neck finishing is different between this one and the 22 and ups. But yeah, the paint difference, like I said, mine's stock, and yours has a lot more paint on the back than mine does.
Yeah, these necks are tinted too, because I took some 400 to this and started hogging on it, and I went through the finish, which I was totally fine with, because it made it look kind of cool. So
yeah, and see, you can see all the play wear on mine, all the finger cheese where they use the what they were doing on these was the same thing they were doing with the Frankie relics when they first came out, because they came out the same year. They were using brown shoe polish to darken the neck, and on the fretboard they were mixing graphite in with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, graphite.
So
is that why when I played mine, when I first got it, my fingers turned black?
Yeah, probably.
God.
Well, my Frankie, when I first got it, the back of the neck from the nut to about the fourth fret or so was actually sticky. There was so much of that shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
So this neck's smooth, man. This neck's great.
Yeah, like I said, I took 400 to this, and like it feels way better than it did when I got it, because I was very disappointed when I got it. But it's good now. I put the tool pack on the back of the headstock, and then I put the 42. I fit a 42 in this, which was cool because it put some more weight on it. 7 pounds 13 ounces on this one, so it's pretty perfect for me.
This one's stock. This is stock minus the stopper.
Okay.
I could put a very small shim in this neck and have the Floyd on the body, because it's barely off the body. It's like 3 millimeters off the body, maybe.
I think mine might be a little higher off the body, just a little bit. So,
speaking of Floyd roses,
yeah.
Do you know, Mike, if the Les Paul custom Axis guitar with the Floyds on them? Have you played one? Have you seen one? Have you held one in your hands? You don't know any of the specs or anything on those?
I've played them.
Somebody was saying that they had changed the neck angle on them to be able to have the Floyd on there. Do you know if that's accurate or not?
Yeah, I mean they probably have to. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. It's no longer I can't remember the degree of what the neck pocket is, but you pretty much have to, because the Floyd would be, an inch off the body
or more.
Right. Yeah.
So it literally has to be straight.
Yeah.
And then they just adjust the body carve and have to basically, fit, the body contour to fit the neck angle.
Yeah, that is.
Oh yeah.
Quite an angle. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
I played one probably 10, 12 years ago. It was, I think it was a Tobacco Burst. with the because when I first saw it, I thought it was a Lifeson model, but then I got it and it had an original Floyd on it instead of he uses the oh god the company that makes the string saver saddles. Graphtec. It's the Graphtec Floyd, which looks like a ping with the Graphtec Floyd saddles on it. But plus and his has got the piezo on it too. But yeah, I played one. It had push-pull pots for gain boost and all that stuff, and 60s neck profile. But yeah, the neck angle was nowhere near.
What's up, Bradley? Welcome in.
It was nowhere near as arched as a
Way Up
Les
Dude.
Paul. It's Way Up Dude's fault.
Right? Yost is saying I like the one with the rosewood board too that looks like Mick Mars' guitar.
Mick Mars had some cool fenders, man.
I like his Kramer Telly
Yeah.
with
Which
the Floyd
one?
on it.
The banana headstock or the girls one with the pointy headstock?
The banana headstock one.
That's the mirror one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw something like that on Reverb. I guess it was a replica or reproduction. It wasn't like $5,000 or something for it.
Pass.
Yeah, I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, it's been that same guitar's been on and off Reverb for about the last 3 years.
Right. Let's see. Elbar J, a blandness to them. Wolfgang songs overproduced. Let's see.
The kid's super freaking talented. I mean, like that
He
kid
is. He
is
is.
insanely talented. It's just, I think that he needs to. Hey, I mean, like I was thinking the other day, his new, like somebody commented and said, why isn't this, why isn't this album called Mammoth 3? He says, because it's called The End.
Right.
And it's making me wonder, what does the
He's-
end mean?
That he's done writing his own songs, playing all of this, his own instruments, and doing all the recording by himself.
It could be.
So,
I mean, like that's
I wouldn't
really,
be surprised to see him start playing with another band, you know, doing some other things.
I think
And I think that a lot of his tunes, if he had a different vocal on it, like you talked about, a different vocalist, it might change it up enough.
yeah.
That
Or-
he's also into like heavy bands like Meshuggah and
Yeah.
the big prog metal bands that he's into, and he puts little elements of that stuff in certain songs. But I think maybe if he did something else with a different vocalist or whatever, he could maybe pull more of that off because he doesn't have the voice for metal.
Right.
He writes good radio hard rock songs.
Pop hits.
Yep.
Exactly. Pop.
Let's see.
He'll be here in December. I got tickets. I'm gonna take my boy because my boy likes him, and then we're gonna go. And then I bought the meet and greet tickets too because I got some questions I want to see if I can ask them. I guess they do a Q&A session at the meet and greet, and I just got to. I'm just gonna write down questions between now and December, and then just like bombard him with as many as I can. You know, while I'm in there with him. You know. So.
Your first question to him should be, have you seen this OU812 guy play Summer Nights?
Hey, any chance you were interested in doing Summer Nights because he's got a nice Steinberger?
Well, I'm sure he has one that's just as nice. If
Oh,
not
yeah, he
nice.
does.
You know,
You're
he's
right.
got the original. Yeah.
That's been totally redone, like that kitchen sink tour, right?
Yep. Babbitt's had it. I think it was in 15.
Can you even imagine if that would have happened? Oh my God, that would have been awesome. Would it have made it the whole tour? Probably not. With Dave and Sammy both there, I doubt it.
Let's see. Andy says, I've got a new project guitar underway. Can't wait to get it going. Let us
yeah.
know what it's all about. Stu Petty would like to have a Charvel day, maybe next Tuesday, because I may not be here.
Stu, did you fix your Kramer? He bought a Kramer. He got a good deal on it, and then he had some issues with it. Just let me know if you fixed it, because he said that he was going to fix it. I said, send it back. And then he said, no, I think I'm going to take it on. I'm going to take the project on. So let me know if you fixed it.
If he wants to have a Charvel day, that just pretty much leaves me up here alone unless Mike's going to jump on.
Oh, next Tuesday? I'm off next Tuesday, so I'll jump on.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying. I'm off next Tuesday, so I probably won't want to jump on.
I don't know.
Right, right.
We might have the build done by next Tuesday. So.
Right on.
Well, then you got to do a show on that then, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Bo was talking about he can play his guitars a lot for almost 49 years. None of them look like that. Can't see how someone would relic that much. It's all about the sweat and the acid.
So, being a Henrik Donhage fan,
You mean a William Dafoe fan?
and knowing his story, these guitars, and Mike will tell you, these guitars, this is nitro, and it's super thin. It is very thin. So, his
Sound
whole point.
Sirens, welcome in.
Yo, what's up, Pete?
Mark Taff is here. Right on. Hey, look at here. Channel member 6, Finger to Salt Miles.
What's up, Miles?
From down under is hanging out. Good to see you, Miles.
Oh, John's back.
Oh, he is.
Soville was all fired up for Mammoth, and the fire just never caught. Seen him twice, front row in Detroit.
We're at
Have you seen Eminem?
we're at Detroit. That's my stomping ground.
I thought you were from Battle Creek, bro. I mean, Sova.
Andy's going to put a Godo 1996T on the build. Right on. Jade Guitars has found their way in. Welcome in. Holy crap, we got 73,000 people in the chat. Welcome
yeah,
in,
let's go.
everybody.
74.
Let's go.
74,000.
It's because Mike's here.
Could be.
Yeah, right.
We need to get you on every Tuesday, Mike. Look at here. Channel member Steve Rizor is here.
Yeah, he
Saying
already
hey
dropped
to
it.
everybody.
Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah. He got
Wolfgang
the,
is dropping the,
trademark or whatever.
Yep. Let's see. Bo says, I met Derek St. Holmes Saturday night. Nice fella. That's the dude that was with Ted Nugent, right?
That's my buddy Dwayne's like half uncle or some shit. I don't know. I met him at one of his family reunions because he's from here
Oh, really?
originally. Yeah, he's originally from Conyers. So.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Scott says, I wore the thin poly off of my Kramer.
Yeah.
Mark Taft did not forget to smash the like button. Right on. Thank you. Let's see. Sova's out of here. Going to catch rest of the rock pile tomorrow. Right on. Robbie Stingle is in the chat. Good to see you, Robbie. He says,
Robbie just finished the guitar.
says, you want to be what AI built today? I can send a pic on text message if you want. Sure, man.
Yeah, he just built a guitar.
Kurt is back. Didn't know you left. Channel member Blue Mox has been lurking, enjoying the show. Good to see you, Blue. Let's see. Catching up with everybody in the chat, and we are caught up. So, didn't mean to interrupt you, Randy. Continue, please.
Oh, nobody cares now.
Please, Randy.
But when Henrik first spec'd his first custom shop out of this guitar, which I think was in like 2017, he told them because EVH is one of his top dudes. And he told, I think Red Dave built his first one. He said, I want it white. Make it look like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid just rattle canned it very shittily in their garage. And it beat the clubs 4 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. And then, I mean, you've got the anti-relic crowd that says, oh, fuck, I'm not paying that for a guitar that looks beat up. I'll beat it up myself in my bedroom on YouTube. So, it's right now, Can't Drive 55. That's Randy. This is going into it, bro.
Well, the funny thing is if you're gonna relic your guitar, people say I'll just do it myself. Usually that doesn't work out too good.
No.
And but I will say that if I were to build a guitar and completely finish it and have great finish on it, perfect setup, brand new feeling guitar versus a relic guitar that is brand new, there's going to be a totally different feel. There's some mojo there on a relic guitar to where it already feels broken and it feels like old tennis shoes. Especially, I mean, the ones that I've built, they feel like guitars I've played for years. So, there's something to the whole relic thing. Yep. I mean, like, I've said a million times over and over again, the reason why I went after relics was because gigging. I had some nice Wolfgangs and stuff, and I was always worried I was going to ding them or chip them or something was going to happen. So I started playing these relic guitars when I started working at Sir. I started relicing my Charvels and stuff like that pink one. And then I was like, oh my God, this is great. I don't have to worry about putting a ding on my guitar tonight. You know, I can
Isn't that funny how that works? You buy a brand new guitar, it's nice and shiny, and you put a little small ding in it, and you're all upset.
You're all
But
crapped out.
you pay the same amount of money for one that's all relic, and you're like, I don't care.
You don't have to worry about it.
Or more.
Yeah. Hey,
Nothing to worry about.
all right.
I've
So
never been that way.
I was just texted this image, so let me share this.
Yeah, it's sharp, man. He sent me pictures today.
There we go. This is Robbie Stingle's latest creation. So what body is this, Mike? Do you know?
It's a Kramer. It's all original Kramer stuff. So he's been working on that for a minute. He sent it to Marty Bell for paint, and that's a R5 nut with a that's a R5 shelf with a R4 nut. And what else? I think it's an alder body. But I don't know if that's the neck that he sent to Kyle, but I think it may be. So
Nice. Ebony board on that?
looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool, Robbie. And it's got the round string retainer, I'm sure.
Oh, of course, yeah. He does all the right stuff, man.
Yeah.
Robbie
very
does all
cool.
the right stuff.
Look at that lower horn there, how it looks like it kind of curves back and inward.
Him and I were laughing today. There's pin router, indents in the inside the horns. I go, please tell me you left those, and he goes, oh yeah, I left them. Already painted right over them. So yeah, that's a okay. So that's a 83 Grail ESP neck. So that's not the one that he sent to Kyle.
Gotcha.
So
Very cool, man. I bet it plays fantastic. Looks really, really cool. What's going to go in the neck pickup area? Got something selected for that? Let us know.
Is it routed?
yeah,
It appears to be. Yeah.
yeah.
I just leave it.
Very cool. Thanks, Robbie. Oh,
Rosewood fingerboard.
okay. It was really, really dark.
It's dark.
This was in there too, right before that one. Robbie had sent me this before. Guess that's that all maple, flame maple body. You still have that guitar, Robbie? Or did you
I'm sure.
do something different with that?
That may be the 5150 that he's working on. He's working on a 5150 too.
Could be. Very cool. Right on, man. All right.
Yeah, that guy does it right, man. Robbie does it right, man. Hey, that guy taught me a lot of stuff. Told me about a lot of stuff to do, you know.
No
Especially on that
pickup,
Kramer
it says.
stuff.
So he's gonna no pickup in the neck. Gonna leave it. Right on. So can I use my 150 XP to change Ryan's lights to blue? No, but you could do a super chat, and I'll sit here and manually change them if you like. Let's see.
My mouse changes colors. There's no charge for that.
Free of charge. Free of charge.
Jimmy, is that the guitar you built? Is that the which body is that?
Let me say hey to channel member Mikey Mojo in the chat real quick. Right on. Welcome in. Mikey.
This is my third pearl.
Third ball.
Guitar body.
Oh yeah, okay, pro, nice.
This one's a hum single.
Is that coil blue or is that just your lights?
That's that blue one he did, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Where the paint was toxic.
Yeah, it's the stain. It had actual cobalt metal
Mm.
in there, and of course they had they sent the SDS sheet with the stain that said, "Do not put down the drain."
Now we know what happened to Jimmy. Right on.
What's the neck pickup?
It's a Tone Zone Air Norton,
Okay.
and then another Ibanez 1987 Ibanez Pro 540S Wizard neck.
Is there a better DiMarzio combo than Tone Zone and Air Norton? I think that might be DiMarzio's best, right?
Well, Randy seems to think it's the AT1 or something.
I'd use both. I mean, all my Charvels at this point are Tone Zone Air Norton S or Air Norton. Well, I've experimented. I like the Evolution neck as well, but yeah, it's all Tone Zones. But I like the AT1 pretty much just as much as the Tone Zone.
I'm glad you said that. I bought an Evolution neck off of Tessie switch the other day. I used a UTB 15 and bought some Tessie switches and bought some pickups, and I bought an Evolution neck. I never tried one. It's good.
Which one of these has it? Oh, the black and green one I started off with on the show has got the Evolution neck.
Okay.
I don't like the Evolution bridge pickup. It's typical ceramic-y, spiky, a lot of high end. But the Evolution necks, I mean, it does that Vi thing. It's nice and creamy, smooth.
Yeah, I bought that neck pickup, that Evolution neck.
Hang on, boys. Yostinator throwing some out there for us. $2 super chat. He says it's magic. It's magic, you guys.
He outbid Quentin by 53 cents.
Turn my lights to light blue there, in case you were wondering. Thank you, Yostinator. Appreciate it. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Renee, I used P90 Schmier D on my Strat. Seymour Duncan on his Strat. Right on.
Did you leave the JB in that, Henrik? Mike?
So yeah, I left everything stock because I just didn't want to change anything. But I do have the Air Norton coming, and I think that I might. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the Air Norton in and try it with the JB, and see how it goes. You know.
I'd magnet swap that JB to a rough cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I might. I mean, like there's a lot of possibility here. It was a hot out in the garage throw together, and I got to say that it came out pretty good. So it plays good, nice, good bends. Regular. If you watched my live a couple weeks ago, we talked about springs, and I tried the black ones and the original, and the originals did better on this guitar for lack of a better term, the creamy bends, the nice smooth butter bends, you know. Effortless.
I got
roll that beautiful bend footage.
I've got the black ones going on my build.
The black ones seem to have less tension. For me personally, the black ones seem to have less tension. So, and then the Floyd upgrade ones really have less tension.
Yeah, I just use the standard Floyd ones.
Yep, the Floyds are the ones to go with. Yeah.
Yeah, the Floyd Rose black ones. But I've got a 42 millimeter block on that trim too. So it's nice and weighty. But I run 3 springs instead of 2.
Yeah.
You run pretty much 2 on everything, right?
I run 2 on everything, but I did get scolded by, I think I said before, I got scolded by Kenny at Performance Guitar for only running 2 springs. He said, Mike, the springs are going to wear out quicker. And I was like, who cares?
They're springs.
Just replace them.
Who cares?
We got a question for John here. Kurt wants to know how your whiskey weekend was. He was out of town.
Good. No, it was good. Yeah, I kept everything on the pretty mellow side. So,
well, if you were an hour and a half from Canada border, then why didn't you go show up, man?
Yeah, it's the border thing's the problem.
Andy says creamy bends means something totally different at Guitar Talk Universe House. Let's see. Mikey Mojo throwing a little something for us. X2N Super D for my 80s vibe. And Seymour JB and 59s. Also a classic favorite of mine. Cheers, fellas. You rock. You rock, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mikey.
Oh, wait. That means I got to change my lights here. What is that? Kind of a greenish?
Yep.
Maybe sort of like, there we go.
Look at that.
How about that? Robbie says, I've never worn out a spring, even with all of his playing with his teeth and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Makes sense to me. I don't think I've ever worn out springs either, unless they were cheap from the get go. You know, and the bridge starts creeping up. You know, and then just swap the springs out. So.
Oh, wait a minute. It comes up green here, but in the chat it was yellow. Okay, so I gotta redo my lights here. Sorry about that, Mikey Mojo. Let me get your proper color going there.
You're changing the color of your lights?
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a little joke, a little inside joke with the End of the Bus boys. Kurt's probably laughing his ass off at his house right now. Let's see. And Mikey gets it. All right. What else is going on, boys?
Let's see here.
Well, I don't know. How about
Out chasing the moles.
I'm sourcing all my parts for my next build.
That's the funnest part.
And I've nailed it down to 3 body woods. It's either roasted basswood, alder, or black walnut.
Oh, alder.
Yeah, alder for me, but doesn't matter.
You weren't asking, but I said alder. My apologies. John, what's up with you, man? Do you got any guitars on the radar?
No. Nothing. I'm happy right now.
Your guitar sounds good. I watched you guys jamming the other night. Your stuff sounds good. You still playing through that head first, or?
Right there, brother.
He just looks content. He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't need nothing.
At the moment, I was talking about doing a telly build at some point, but it's not pushing me to do it. I don't have the itch enough yet. So
You're gonna build it. What parts are you gonna use? You're gonna go Warmouth, or what are you gonna do?
that or music craft for the neck, and then we'll see. I don't know. I mean, we just started talking about it because Randy's kind of inspired me with the.
Yeah, we'll have to hear how Randy's guitar sounds.
Yeah.
I'll go from there.
Oh, maybe I just won't.
So I was the other day going, okay, so do I buy a Nuno, or do I buy a body and neck, alder body and a neck on Warmouth and build it, and make it like a Nuno, but make it, because those bodies are small, those, right. And I think I might do that because I went up to I got some logos made with my 40 grit logo for the headstock. I shrunk it down, so all the guitars I've built, I'm gonna go back and put my logo on all the guitars I built. All the 40 grit logos on all my guitars. Damn. So if I do that, I might just build one. Maybe I'll just build one. Because by the time I get the parts, it'll start cooling off out. It'll be garage time again,
Right.
Bo has got some. He's trying to finish up some Warmouth guitars that he showed us. Yeah, he had some bodies and whatnot that he was pulling out of a box. I think he said he had for like 40 years or something.
Yep.
Oh, no kidding.
They ought to be nice and dried, and aired out and ready to go. Are they finished
or?
I think a couple of them were. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, the bodies had a nice flame top on them, and they were sealed up and polished, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Scott says, if anyone has enough guitars, it's definitely Bo. There is no such thing as enough guitars. There's actually a formula for it. The proper amount of guitars is current amount of guitars plus one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always. Like even the next 3 hours after you bought one, it's still plus one.
You're already looking for the next one. Yeah.
Correct.
Even when you can't afford one, you still want to go get one. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's a never-ending battle. The never-ending chase. There's always something else that pops up.
Yep.
And what is it about wanting that new that will make us go and trade in gear for 60% of its value just to go ahead and get that new guitar?
Oh, I won't do that. Not a chance.
Well, I mean, that's what the standard is for like Guitar Center or whatnot. You go trade in your piece of gear. They're only going to give you 60% of what they could sell it for, I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. This just in. If you plan on doing that, don't do that. Go to just sell your
This just in.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, you just put it on Craigslist. You'll get more. And then take your cash from Craigslist or OfferUp, and then go to the store, and then you'll have more money in your pocket. You know.
I guess it's just the impatience. What was it? Impatientness? I don't know how we would say
Impatience. Yeah.
that. Impatience that we all have.
Convenience of it all. Yeah.
Still slurring from Saturday night. Sorry. So, but I don't know. I was asking about the Axis, that Les Paul Axis, because I went and played one, and I didn't really look at how it was redesigned or set up or whatever. But I guess that's true. So I'm kind of jonesing for one of those now.
How much are they? Like $4 or $5 grand?
This one was used, and they wanted $41.89, something like that.
And there's no, it's not a funky Floyd Rose. It's just a Floyd Rose on a Les Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have a Floyd Rose with a Les Paul?
I don't.
Les Paul Floyd?
I
Gotta have
don't.
one, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Pics. Pull
What?
up some pics if you can, right?
Do what with some pics?
Pictures. Pull up some pictures.
Yeah, pull up
Oh.
one.
Yeah, I can pull it up. Let's see. Guitar Center.
Yeah, Mark Spurgeon. I don't sell gear. I agree. I don't really sell gear. I don't either, buddy.
Let's see. Yes. Paul.
Rob, the Adrian Smith SDX, I would highly advise you, if you can, to play and look one over first. Those Indonesian ones are pretty hit and miss.
Especially now.
Yeah, they're pretty hit and miss. I bought one and the frets were all fucked up. And I was like, nah. So I sent it back and got another one. And something was wrong with it. And I sent it back and they sent me another one, and that one was okay. So
this is it here. I don't know how well you can really see that over there.
That's so great.
Let's see.
It's tiny.
Let me move it over here. Make it better.
What color are you after?
Well, this is the one. This is the exact.
Oh, okay.
This is the used one.
that fucking pick guard's got to go.
Yeah, for sure. And it the only thing it had going for it was that it played really, really well, and it sounded great, and it felt great. However, I'm kind of a sucker for the black custom with an ebony board on it.
Right.
So I think
pretty,
I might.
pretty light, eh?
Yeah.
Rosewood.
Yeah. That was real light. Yeah. But the guitar too was light as far as weight, 8.5 pounds. So
that's good.
yeah.
That's a win.
I was surprised at how resonant that it was, having a floating Floyd on it. But I hadn't really had much experience with these. But it's got the cutout area there at the neck joint, the axis, whatever they say. But yeah, it's kind of weird to see the the plate on the back of a Les Paul.
Yeah.
But no, I was kind of interested in these, and yeah, I'm just really surprised at how well it played. Because I don't know what it is, but I've kind of gotten, if everybody hasn't noticed, I've kind of gotten an affinity for some Les Pauls lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. They sound great.
Or Randy hated his.
I went through my phase.
All right.
No, I liked mine. I just wished it had been my biggest killer with that guitar was it was too fucking heavy. I mean, it was 10 pounds, 2 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
So even, having it hanging on you for 20 minutes on this show, because it lived in drop C, it was like, oh my God. And then you put one of these on that's, right around 8 pounds or something.
Right.
That 2 pounds hanging around your neck makes a big difference.
It's kind of the crossover from 8 plus, and then it starts getting.
Well, I'm kind of used to having a little extra poundage hanging off of me, so you know.
I think 8 pounds is good. 8 pounds is where I'm at. You know, like 8 pounds is a sweet spot for me.
Yeah, 8.5, 9 is typically what I'd like to see.
Now I'm gonna have to weigh this build because that body's heavy. That
Really?
that Northern Ash body's pretty heavy. So I think this guitar is probably gonna be in the 9s somewhere.
It's funny that you say that because they actually had a Bernie there at that same location, and they had a Greco. Is it Greco?
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually had 2 Les Paul kind of copies at that store, and they both played like crap. Mikey Mojo, I'm jonesing for one too. Mama Pop near me has a 1980 black Les Paul. Right on, man. Does it look like this one? I got my camera adjusted. Like that?
Yeah, that Les Paul I got from Norm, that guitar was,
Oh, with a Kaler trim. Right on.
Kahlers are great, man. I wish I had a guitar with a Kahler on it. I just want one.
With the cam, the 2300 or 2700s or.
I don't know anything about that. I just want one of those Wonder Bars.
Oh, you want the cam type?
Yeah.
The 2300 series.
Which one is it that Jerry Cantrell uses?
He's got the cam type on his
Okay.
Rampages.
Yeah. That I would love to have one of those, the G&L Rampage with the Kaler on it.
Buy one.
I mean, you can buy them new. I mean, I guess, Gary Kaler
Well,
is still pumping stuff out. He's really refined those things now.
Most of the new ones have Floyd's on them, the Rampages, don't they?
Yeah, but they did a run when they did an import version and a US version back in like 2010 that were the Cantrell spec Rampage that were 22 frets with a Kaler.
Gotcha.
And they pop up every here and again on Reverb. And then I think they did 50 Blue Dress replicas.
Rob Blackmore says, anyone check out Jeff Beck's Epiphone Ox Blood? Thoughts?
I have not
I haven't.
on that.
Oh, Darren says, does weight really matter if you're sitting?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Jade Guitars had a 75 black custom Les Paul and played like crap. Yeah. Well, that was a trouble with
winners.
a lot of them, When I was searching, a lot of them did play like crap.
That custom I got from Norm, when I got home, I started looking up the serial number and stuff. I think I might have talked about it, but it's cool because that guitar was built when I was at boot camp in 1989. So I was sitting there going, okay, so when I was going through hell,
What's up, Rico?
this guitar got built. So
Right.
I'm going to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And a lot of your guitars have some kind of something that, kind of reminds you of something that was
I
going on
chase
in your
something,
life.
like I'm chasing that just like Bonamassa said over and over again, you buy the story, not the guitar,
Right.
Right.
Kurt
There's
is
a
going to
USA
build
one
a
now.
G&L blue dress. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool.
There's a USA Cantrell on Reverb right now. It's in that. It's not white though. It's that one of the other colors they did. The whiskey
Yeah.
bourbon colored. And the dipshit put a Fishman Fluence in it, so that you'd have to rip that garbage out. But and it's in Hendersonville, North Carolina. That's about a 3.5 hour ride. You can go pick it up and save yourself $100 shipping.
What's it listed as?
G&L Rampage, G&L USA Jerry Cantrell Signature Rampage whiskey with official signed certificate of authenticity.
Price wise.
3,400. There is a badass flame maple top one on here, kind of amber colored. Holy shit! We won't have to pull this up, dog.
All right.
We'll find this and I'll share this because this is
Mikey Mojo says, I have a 2000 Les Paul Classic Cherry Burst 9.5 pounder and a 2012 Gold Top Traditional tipping the scale at 11 pounds boat anchor.
Yeah.
Which one sounds better? Which one feels better? Which one plays better? That is the question.
I bet you the 11-pound plays better, and the 9.5 is more comfortable.
I would almost venture to say that the 9.5 pounder might be more resonant. But what do I know?
I found with heavier guitars, they're more what's the word? They're
Got a little more thump on them.
there's something to the playability of a heavier guitar, like that Joe Perry. Oh, that's a sharp guitar, man.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That's a custom shop GNL Rampage.
Oh, that's sharp, man. Now
Very
see
nice.
that or a Les Paul with a Floyd Rose, I'd go after that.
Nice quilt. Look at the back of the neck.
Oh, man.
My God.
Jeez. That is super nice. What kind of fretboard material is that?
I don't know. We'll scroll down and find out in a sec when we go through the pictures.
Wow.
Look at that fucking neck.
That's a nice figure there.
I didn't think they used quilt on a neck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess it's not as...
Now, is this a true GNL custom shop? Or
Yes.
Is this, okay.
Yes.
And what's the price tag on that thing? Oh, yeah. No thanks.
No,
Brand new. Oh,
plus
it's
tax.
yeah. Well, that's at Drum City Guitar Land. Just fly to Colorado and pick it up.
Nah.
I want to know what... 6.75 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
6.75 pounds.
Nah, man, that's too light for me.
Oh, it's a pine body, a roasted pine body with a flame maple top.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the fretboard?
Yeah,
Ebony.
flat mount.
Custom order that somebody didn't want.
A roasted quilted maple neck with an ebony board.
Interesting.
So
Looks like it has some figuring in it. I guess some
well,
ebony streaks.
it's probably not dyed.
Right.
Well, if they had any indecent pictures of the fretboard. I mean, yeah, it's light. I can't zoom in on that anymore, but
No, I can see it.
yeah, it's streaked.
Yeah.
It's undyed. It's probably Macassar or something like that. It's one of the forms of ebony that's not straight black.
Kurt says the neck looked like the cigarette burns on Quentin's couch.
You guys bag on Quentin all the time.
That's
he
just because
starts
we love Quentin. He knows it. He knows it. Let's see. Yostinator says pine guitars have great tone, but you can ding them just by looking at them.
Yeah.
And same with basswood. You can indent basswood with your fingernail.
Yep.
Scott says the color is also the color of Quentin's formerly white curtains. That is correct, Martian Murray. Light but soft.
The new PPG color, depressive nicotine.
Well, boys, I am about to fall asleep here. I had a really long day, really long night last evening.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
I am going to head out. You guys can hang out and chat some more. You still got 65,000 in the chat watching if you want to hang out.
We got some stuff we can talk about. I was telling John something I've got my eye on now.
All right. Well, I'm going to say
boy.
goodnight, and we'll see everybody on Thursday.
See you later,
guys
man.
have fun.
See you,
yas.
bro.
You're a butt fucking quitter.
But I don't know. I mean, it should come to no surprise to anybody that I am a Strataholic. There's something about a 54 to 57 two-color sunburst Strat with a maple board. Don't know why. They make me erect. I love them. I love vintage Strats. And I've actually been eyeballing one of the Eric Johnson Strats.
Oh God, they're great.
The best part about it is, you know, if you were to get a 54 or a 57 reissue, they've got a fucking shitty ass 7.5 inch radius. So that immediately says, all right, that's frets are getting yanked and the board's getting replaned to 12 and then refretted. Because I cannot play those round radiuses. They're anything that's rounder really than 12. I can play a 10 okay, but anything that's rounder than a 12-inch radius I struggle with normally.
Well, those Eric Johnsons are soft V's too.
And the Fender, the vintage soft V is not really, it's more of a D shape than a V.
Very comfortable neck, those Eric Johnsons.
Right, it's not a hard V like the Claptons.
No, the Clapton's a hard V, yeah.
But those old spec Fender soft V's are like a 0.860 to 0.970, 980, something like that.
Yeah, my buddy's got one of those Eric Johnsons, bro. I don't know why I haven't bought one yet. I can't. I probably wouldn't play it that much, but man, the playability of that thing's fantastic.
But Eric Johnson took a real 54, in the 70s and replaned the board to 12. So all his signature models are built to like a 54, 57 mixed spec, but with a 12-inch radius. So I've been kind of eyeballing one of those, and I don't think I would spend the extra $500 for the Virginia replica.
No.
I mean, I can put a Graphtec saddle on the high E myself.
Yeah, right.
For less than $500.
Yeah.
And I don't think the pickups are that much different. Because I know the real Virginia Strat's got a DiMarzio HS2, which is a stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked.
But he doesn't wire it up stacked. Because he's got some seriously crazy tone theories. But
Andy, see you later, bro.
See you, Andy. But but I was looking at just the standard EJ, 2-color sunburst. I don't like the three. I don't like the red that's in the 3-color. It's got a little too much red in it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the main reason I'm looking at the Eric Johnson is because of the 12-inch radius fingerboard instead of the old 7.5, because I would definitely have that board replaned and refretted.
Every once in a while, those Eric Johnson Strats pop up on eBay, just the neck, and I've thought about just buying the neck and throwing it on one of my Strats. That's probably how I would do it if I was going to do it.
Well, I was looking too at, I'm a Floyd guy. I don't, I struggle to keep the 6-screw trims in tune. I mean, the nuts, pretty much everything on those, but
you got to set the bridge up right. So if you 6 screws, the rule of 6 screws is you don't do anything with the middle 4. The outside ones, you mount the bridge flush. Take the outside screws and tighten them all the way down to where they don't move the bridge anymore, and then leave it like that, and then leave about, I don't know, a couple millimeters sticking up for the regular 4. That's the trick with 6 screws. If you know how to set up a 6-screw bridge, that's the way to do it. Because people start hogging on all 6 screws. When you do that, you'll never stay in tune.
yeah.
Ever. It's the outside ones.
You can't get them center screws all. I mean, if you could somehow come up with a solution to get the proper where the screws sit on that plate absolutely perfect all the way across.
Yep.
But you can't.
Yeah, I back mine out. I back my middle 4 out. The outside ones are flush to the bridge, and then once you do that, I've never had a tuning problem on a 6-screw. So.
But I've looked at getting like a Dave Murray Strat body off eBay, like Stratosphere or something, because they're routed for 3 singles, but they're also done for a top mount Floyd, and then just having Musicraft do a neck to that kind of 57 spec with a flatter fingerboard radius, doing it that way.
Yeah. 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 Dude, is my internet like flashing? It's like flashing green and shit. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Something
occasionally.
going
I
on.
mean, it's
It's
not
weird.
bad. It's been worse. You've had
Damn.
it worse on some of your live streams where it's just like,
Just ridiculous.
you know.
But yeah, the and the thing is like I'm real particular about my single coils, and you know I don't. Who's got the YouTube window open?
What is this? Hey, let me go check on. Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
All right,
Just how do I click out of this? I don't.
I can just pull you off the screen.
Yeah.
There you go. Scotty, I had my Comcast repaired, dog. They come out and ran a new drop from the node out there all the way to the house. So we're good. I don't have the internet problems I used to have. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm real particular about my single coils. I don't really care for like the suit because I always run fucking 500K pots. And you want to get nerdy with it. Eric Johnson runs 500K pots, but he finds ones that are closer to the 400K area than 500. But I don't like all like the really spiky, glassy high end on singles. So like the neck pickup in my Henrik guitar is I had Willie wind that for me, and I basically gave him the spec on a bare knuckle trilogy, which is it's a lot meatier, more almost P90ish to a point. It's pretty warm. Well, it's really warm and just muscular sounding without all the glassy high end chimey shit. I would probably have a set of those, have him wind me a set of those, and then do the Floyd thing, but have the rest of it kind of spec'd into that 50s Strat deal. Because I don't know, man, there's something about a mid 50 Strat in Sunburst with that maple neck and board that just, I love it. Don't know why. I mean, you look, they're like Strats are like the most basic shit ever in the guitar world nowadays. But I don't know, man. There's something about old Strats that just hooked me in. I love those things. I could sit, if I were to only ever buy one other guitar for the rest of my life, and I had to buy something, it'd be a Strat. They're easy to modify, and they pretty much can cover all the bases. So, no, there ain't no Google fiber, there ain't no AT&T fiber, or none of that shit in my area. They don't run down there's no Google fiber out here, period. I don't think it's outside of Atlanta. AT&T is out here, but they don't run down this road. So, but believe me, when they do, it's getting switched. 'Cause I hate Comcast. Comcast pretty much has a monopoly out here. Mike, you ready to come back in, bud? He's back.
Yeah, I need a cold water.
So, but yeah, man, I don't know. I love Strats. Warren was playing one there in the late 80s, early 90s, a Sunburst Strat.
Yeah, that's that one. He when he got his money, he bought it. Still got it too.
I always thought that was cool. I know Sambora.
He used it in the dance video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sambora got in there in the 90s playing Sunburst Strats. And
Dude, Sambora is at Norm's Rare Guitars all the time. I mean, like every time I go out there, I'm kind of hoping I bump into Sambora there. That'd be cool, man.
dude,
I'm sure they close when he's there. So
you can find his Mexican Strats all day long on Guitar Center used and Reverb, but the USA ones with the star inlays and shit,
aren't they cool?
There's never any for sale in the US. They're always in like the fucking Philippines or Malaysia or some shit, and they're like $8 million.
Yep.
Look at the shops in Japan; they got tons of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, later, John
The shops in Shibuya.
Where did John go? John
City-
left?
said he jumped out. Have a great rest of the show. I'm
All right,
going to
John.
be lurking.
Adios, sir.
Well, see, that's what. But see, now that they've released the Kotzen Strat for the U.S. market, I don't have to import one of them from Japan because that was next on the list. Was a a Richie Kotzen Strat.
Didn't he just auction one? Like a prototype?
Yeah, and a couple of his tellies,
Yeah.
prototype tellies, and then the two horror themed Ibanez guitars.
How much did those sell for?
I don't think is the auction over yet.
I think it is. You should pull those up.
Yeah, I can do that.
I wonder what that horror Ibanez so far. There's a prototype too.
He had a telly, a rear routed telly, so no pick guard that I really liked. Over here knocking shit off the desk. Richie Kotzen auction. I can't believe he is getting rid of auctioning those horror guitars off, man. Oh wow, this shit's really not all that up there. No, the auction ends in 5 days.
Oh, no kidding.
So
What are they up to?
I'll share the screen here. Add
It's
it.
up to $6,000 when I watched. They're probably way past that now.
So as of right now, the horror guitar is only up to $16,775. Kind of expected that to go for a little more than that, but it ain't over yet. You know how people snipe auctions.
Oh, they're gonna wait till the end.
Now, see, this is what people are sleeping on: are these Cornford Richie Kotzen amps. You know, the current bids on both of these stacks is $3,000 and $3,125. Those Cornford RK100s sound fucking amazing.
What about the other horror guitar? There's a prototype.
That was it was his number 2. So his
I thought that one was
PRS,
cooler.
his PRS, let's talk about this real quick. This is the second time he sold this PRS. His dad bought him this when he was 15 in Pennsylvania, and it's serial number 121. It's the 121st PRS ever made. But he sold it in like the early 90s and then bought it back in like 99
Huh.
from the guy he sold it to. And now he's selling it again. So the other horror guitar.
I can't see him hurting for money, but maybe he is.
Well, he says that, you know, now he's almost lost his house twice due to wildfires. Here's the second one. The second one's at $14,525.
I like that one. That's cool looking.
Yeah, the graphic work on that's a little cleaner than the other one. This is the guitar I guess nobody knew existed but him and a handful of other people.
Yeah.
Because I think his other one's just a modified, RG 570?
What era was he playing that?
Early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Can't remember which is it, 560 or 570s that don't have the pick guard.
That's cool looking, man.
Well, the 550s hum single hum. One of them's hum single single, and one of them's just hum hum. But the original is just he talks about it in the video. It's it's a modified standard production that he had them move the volume knob and move the pickup selector switch. Yeah, I mean, signed microphones, they're not going for shit. This is the other interesting one, the Starfield America LA Custom Shop Ibanez. This is only at $7,000. But yeah, the Fever Dream record with the the original horror guitar on the cover.
Did you ever listen to that Smith Kotzen stuff? That Smith Kotzen stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, there's the Telly that I was looking at.
That's a cool guitar.
Yeah.
But it's red, Randy.
I mean, I'd paint it. See, it's only 32. Oh, never mind. Is that the black one? Yeah, there it is. That's the black one. That's the one I really liked. Is the black one. Same as the red one, but it's at 3,600. I want to say he had another. Yeah, there's the flame top Strat.
That's sharp.
It's a flat top, like the old school Charvels. The old flat top Charvels with the binding. That's pretty cool. And it's at 3,500.
That's gonna go up.
I thought he had another guitar on here. I guess not. Thought he had another Strat on here, but I guess it was just that one.
How much is that DD3 up to?
Which one?
There's a DD3 on there. If is the next page.
$310. I didn't figure his old pedals would go for much. I didn't figure the microphones would go for more than $100 or so, but the cream crunch. But yeah, I guess he said he's almost lost his house twice in the wildfires or whatever. And you know, he's just like, you know, what am I going to do with all this stuff? Because I think he said he'd moved a bunch of it to a private storage unit. And now, I guess in this last run of wildfires, that storage place almost went up in smoke too. So wherever he was storing a bunch of stuff.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could turn into a liability quick, you know. So that's probably where he's at,
Right.
you know.
So
He'd probably rather have the cash in his pocket than have the money for those Ibanez. He's not even playing them, you know.
Joe McGraw says the noiseless pickups were a little weak for him. Which ones? On the Kotzen Strat or the Kotzen Telly?
I might try out one of those Kotzen Tellys one day.
Yeah, what's up,
Might see-
Alonzo?
I had to play it first.
They got a big neck, man. They're like .990, pretty much all to an inch all the way through.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever played one. I saw one locally for sale, and I was thinking about it, and then it just fell off the radar.
I've played the Telly. I like the neck. It's crazy as I've always played these thinner necks, and now I'm getting where I like a little beefier neck. Beefier neck with a flat radius. I went for the beefier neck profile on this build. It's the Stevie Ray Vaughan asymmetrical profile. It's .840 to 970. So feels good. It felt good not on the guitar, so we'll see how it feels set up and strung up.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good to get your build back. You can start playing it and shit.
Yeah, I just got to go fix his truck.
What do you got to do to that?
Fix the doors, fix the rear doors. The door latch cables in the rear doors on his truck are broken. Got a couple little parts to throw in there to fix them up.
It's good to barter like that. No money out of pocket.
Yep. I mean, originally I was just going to have him because, you know, it's got the 6 holes drilled for the tuners, but you got to have the mounting holes, the screw holes drilled, and then the string retainer bar holes need to be drilled, and I'll fuck that up.
So yeah, so in the future when you go to do that, I mean, like this one had I put Godos on this, and this one had those 2 holes, right, with no screw holes, no mounting screw holes.
Right.
So the trick is to take those out. The trick is on these is to take them out and hold the neck up to sunlight, and then these will tell you if the tuner's straight or not. So I just take the neck out in the sun, and you can look at this triangle here, and then you can line them up, and it's perfect every time. And then with the string retainer, we always did a pencil from the nut at Sir. So when you lay a pencil on the locking nut, and then you put your string retainer up against the pencil, that's your distance.
Okay.
So in the future, just lay a pencil there, and that's usually a good distance for a string retainer. It's pretty much center from the tuner to the locking nut. So a number 2 pencil will suffice.
Yeah, I went with the Godo, the Magnum locking tuners, and it was funny. Willie says, "What'd you get locking tuners for?" It's got a Floyd. I said, "So I can change strings in 5 minutes."
Yep.
He's like, good point.
Yep. That's what, when I first started working at Sir, I asked John that, and I go, "Why are we putting locking tuners on Floyds?" And he goes, "Speed of the string change." And I was like, "Oh man, that's a good idea." And then I started doing it.
I'm going to slowly start converting the ones I have without locking tuners to locking tuners, which is most of them that don't have them. The black and green disc guitar, the guy I bought it from put the Grover locking tuners on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the same screw hole as the non-locking Godos or Grovers that come on them. So, but I didn't want to spend Grover money because they're stupid expensive.
If I started gigging again, I might consider that, but I don't know if I'm going to be. I mean, like, I don't need to quick string changes. And if I did go gig again, I'd probably take 5 guitars, so it wouldn't matter if I popped a string, just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when I was gigging all the time, especially when I was in a band playing originals, I had 5 guitars.
Yep.
We used 2 tunings.
Yep.
But you never know. So I just always had the 5th there. Well, really 6 because I had an acoustic as well. So I always had a main and a backup for the 2 tunings, and then the other guitar that was just going to float could go in either one. And then I had the acoustic, so...
Yeah, and then you always had the guitar that you thought played great, and then you took it with you, and it didn't play that good that night. See, like, I had it down to, like, perfection. I had my easiest playing guitar for the last set because I knew my fingers were going to be spent. And, like, my fingertips were going to be hurting, and it was just like, man, because that was when it was 4 sets at 45 minutes. You're playing 8 to, or like 9 to 1.
Right.
And then, you get a 15-minute break, 45 minutes, 15-minute break. And then I would have my easiest playing guitar for the last set. I remember I used to always do that. It was smart.
Well, we were playing, when we played all original stuff, I mean, we would play the bar shows or whatever. We would mix originals with covers. So we would usually do 3 1-hour sets with like 20 minutes in between. So we would play most of the cover. We used 2 tunings. 3 really. Our stuff was in drop C and drop B, and so we would play the cover tunes just down in D, so a whole step down. And I was playing for the D standard drop C. I was playing 11 to 54, and then drop B was 11 to 56. And then I got so accustomed to playing those 11s that when the drummer and I started like a corporate band playing events and shit like that, weddings, corporate events, fairs in town and stuff like that. And we just kept everything in E flat, unless we'd play like Collective Soul or something. So we'd be in C sharp, drop C sharp. And I was still playing 11s even then. And I just got super used to it. And then I think it was that Japanese Wolfgang Special I used to own. I bought it and it had 9 to 46s on it. And I was just like, wow, this is so much easier. So I've converted to 9 to 46 at that point and haven't really looked back. Now my drop C/D standard stuff now is 10 to 52, but I mean, I'm just pretty much, I run 9s. I don't need to play those telephone pole wires anymore. So.
Robbie just sent me a picture of the back of that headstock. He painted the back of the headstock with stripes on the back. Hey, every time I do this, it's going to goof my camera, but he striped the back of the headstock. No back plate on the cavity cover. That's cool, man.
Yep. So, Alonzo asked a minute ago what we were kind of talking about. Are locking tuners useful if your guitar has a Floyd? And then Joe says if you have a locking nut, you don't need locking tuners. They use locking tuners for guitars that do not have a locking nut. It's not entirely true. But no, I like locking tuners on Floyd guitars just because it takes way less time to change strings.
Speed.
That's the whole point of it. And you can have the argument all day long about a guitar without a Floyd, and the locking tuners help your tuning stability however much. I mean, and in my opinion, and I'm not a luthier or a guitar tech or whatever, I just play the fucking things. I don't find that to be entirely that big of a deal if you know how to wrap your strings. I find most of the time on a guitar, your tuning issues are normally something with the nut, in my experience.
Yeah, I think it's on a guitar without a locking nut, it's all about the setup. So, I mean, if you can, if you set the break angle on your nut, to your tuners, and you wind it correctly, and there's just so many things there that you can focus on. I do see where who mentioned that, said that it wasn't necessary. Joe. So I mean, I see where Joe's coming from. Yeah, I mean, like on a Strat, I put locking tuners on them. If I'm going to build one, yeah, why not? It's just more guarantee you're going to stay in tune. But 100%, the reason why you would put locking tuners on a Floyd is because you want the speed of the string change.
Yep.
So
yeah,
it is. You are way overcompensating putting locking tuners on a Floyd Rose. I do agree, but it's not there to. It's got nothing to do with the tuning. It's got to do with the speed of the change. So.
Yep. Now I've had Strats with locking tuners on them, and if you do a big bend or use the tremolo or whatever, and it doesn't come back in tune. First and foremost, they're never going to come back perfectly in tune anyway. But the human ear can't detect. The human ear can't hear a 5-cent difference in tuning. Well, most humans' ears can't. They can't notice up to 5 cents. Once it's 5 cents, then it's noticeable. So, it's generally they're going to come back a little off, and then there's tricks to fix it on the fly. Do like I think they call it Nashville, the pull method, where you just kind of take your thumb and push the string down real quick toward, like if it's the G, you pull the string down towards the B real quick and let it slap back, and it'll come back to where it's supposed to be. But normally, I mean, if it doesn't come back within that 5 cent range, then in my experience, it's always been, well, that nut slot needs to be recut just a little bit or sanded or maybe lubricated and some graphite in there or something like that.
Yep. Some nut sauce.
Yep, Big Ben's or doesn't GHS has like a nut sauce they do or something like that. So
Puppy Badass, have a good night, sir. Thanks for being here, or ma'am. Yeah, have a good night. We'll see you when we see you.
see you, Nuge.
Somebody was saying something about, speaking of Wolfgang, y'all seen the new Tunamatics.
That would be Alonzo.
Are they in stores? I haven't seen one, but I've seen them. I've seen them for sale.
I will say this: if you want one, get the special. The standard TOMs are. I've heard lots of reports of really bad setups and just, stupid shit.
Huh.
Necks that aren't set, that need to be reset. And
Oh, God.
so, but it's pretty much been only with the standards. So I'd say if you get one, just pony up for the special TOM.
I mean, the price difference between the two is only a couple $100. Go hit that American Musical Supply, 12 months, no interest.
Yeah, 12 months, no interest, and they charge you 3% for the promotion.
They charge you. I've done that years ago with American Musical when I was broke, and they actually where they get you is they charge you. They don't do a hard credit pull. They'll pretty much approve anybody.
Yeah.
But they hit you once you're in the checkout and you're doing the contract. They hit you with a $25 application fee. So there's their interest right there. They'll make $25 interest on you with the application fee.
Well, if you do the synchrony, like Sweetwater has that synchrony card, and
Yep.
and they'll run 0% for 36, 0% for 24. I mean, like who's not going to go after that? I love 0%. Whenever I get 0%, I mean, I could pay cash for it, but shoot, if I got 0%, I'm taking 0%, right?
Yep.
So the interesting thing is now what they're doing is they're charging you 3%. So let's just say you buy a $3,500 guitar, you're paying a $70 fee for 0% for 24 months.
Yep.
So I was trying to wrap my head around that and go, just go ahead and go the 6-month PayPal 0%. 0% for 6 months, or just pay it off in 6 months.
Yeah, usually if I finance something like like that, I'll do the PayPal.
Yeah.
I use my PayPal credit.
PayPal's kick ass, man, for 0% for 6 months.
Yep.
Because I mean, 6 months is perfect because it's not 2 years and you pay it off in 6 months. It's done,
Right.
and you paid no interest on it and you didn't pay a fee for it,
Yep.
Stupid, man. I mean,
I
like,
had it.
who's going to pay? And then so this was funny. So, I'm not going to say what store has it because I'm still considering the guitar, but they had the Synchrony card and I have a Synchrony card. And I said, well, hey, I see that you have 0% for 24 months on there. I'll go ahead and take the 20% discount for the 4th of July holiday and put it on my Synchrony card. They said, oh, you can't do that. I go, why can't I do it? Well, because you have to pay full price for it to put it on the Synchrony card.
Yeah.
You think I'm stupid, man? No.
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I had one of those Sweetwater Synchrony credit cards
Yeah.
for years, and I went through a period there for probably about four and a half years where I never used it.
Yeah.
And thanks, ex-wife, bitch. They ended up canceling it because I didn't. I mean, dude, I probably bought $15,000 worth of shit on that card.
Sure.
If not more, and always paid it off early. Whatever. And Yeah, I went, like I said, 4.5 years with no purchases, and they just fucking canceled it.
Yeah, they can go on and go on and cancel it. I've got one with Guitar Center, I've got one with Sweetwater, and I've got one with another place, and they're all Synchrony cards.
Yeah.
But it's only for that store.
Yep.
So if I mean shit, 15 grand, probably way more than that with me and Sweetwater. If they want to cancel my card, I don't think they would. I signed up for that when I was with Sir because we all got the account for free. We all got signed up just for being a you're in the business, and I got pretty good discounts when I was at Sir with regards to Sweetwater because we bought bridges from them. All of our Fender bridges came from Sweetwater, and but I haven't bought anything from Sweetwater in a minute, and they haven't canceled anything. So
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I got a letter. They sent me a letter, so basically to like well, the first letter I got was like, okay, you haven't used your card in like 2 years. We're lowering your credit amount. Because credit card companies will do that shit if you don't ever use the card.
you're right.
And then you'll start using the card, and 3 months later you'll get we've increased your limit. You know? So I got the first letter. It was like they cut my limit in half, and I think my limit on it was like $5,000 or something, $6,000, and they cut it in half. And I was like, whatever. I'm not really doing anything right now. I'm not buying gear. I'm selling more gear than I'm buying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was probably a year or so later, I got a letter saying that they are just canceling my account due to inactivity. Basically, you're welcome to reapply.
Nah, pass.
When the time comes and all that crap. But thanks for being a customer. I was like, well, whatever.
Sammy Reynolds was thinking about getting a Sir Andy Wood. Those are badass tellies. And Scott and Robbie are talking about the Floyd Rose 1000s. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 1000s. They just don't set up the same as a Floyd Rose. I mean, like, will they suffice? Yes, but do they set up as good as a real Floyd? In my opinion, they don't. So I don't know if those are cast though. Are those cast?
Yeah, you can look at.
Yeah, they probably are. Yeah.
Well, no, they're bent. You can look at the whale tail. They're bent.
Yeah, I didn't think those were cast. The specials are cast, right?
Cast crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a special to look at. So.
Oh God, I do.
Not really cast. It's sintered metal.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't have really any beef with any of the 1000s. I mean, hell, that's a 1000 going on that Bill guitar. Thanks again, bro.
No, well, you can't just. I mean, the whole base plate's heat treated, not just spot treated.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if it's bent or not. It's reheated up to the point where it's tempered.
Yeah.
Up to the proper Rockwell. It's just not the knife edge areas.
The only problem
you have two different hardnesses in the base plate, and that's what makes a weak spot.
Yep.
The only issues I've ever had with Floyd 1000s are the fine tuners on half of them are fucking gritty.
Yep.
And
yeah, I noticed that too.
I take some. I use a frog lube like on my ARs and stuff and my guns. I put a dab of that frog lube. I'll run them all the way out, put a dab of frog lube on the threads, and then run them all the way in and out probably 10 times per fine tuner, and it cleans that grittiness right up. So.
Scott said he swapped his out to a 1984. Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Well, see, that's the picture. That's the bridge that was on that build guitar originally. It was already there. And I took that bridge and the studs out of it for this guitar. Because this guitar had the stock, all these had 1000s on them.
Yep.
And the 1000s that came on these Japanese and 08 to 10 USA production runs had longer fine tuning screws, so you had more range, and they had the older style saddles that I don't know, that they're not as tall because the saddles on the newer 1000s I think are taller.
They are.
And So they were great, but this guitar has been played so much that all the saddles were rusted. The intonation, the screws on in front of the saddles for your intonation or to lock the saddle in, they were all rusted to shit, and the posts were rusted to shit. I guess the dude had like super acidic sweat. So I just took the studs and this 84 Floyd out of the build guitar and put on this one. And then decided to actually do something with the build guitar and go, fuck, I don't have a chrome Floyd. I've got black ones. I've got like 3 or 4 black 1000 series, but I wanted chrome on that, so I hit my old buddy Mike up over here. Say, hey man, you got any chrome Floyds you want to get rid of?
Yeah, I got the 1000.
I think you said you had what, 2 originals?
Oh God, I have originals.
Yeah, I think you told me you only had 2 originals and you
No, I
want to
think
get
you were
rid of
looking
them.
for an 84. I have 2 originals left, and the 84s. I've got a bunch now because Stu Mack kept doing that 20% off.
Yep.
And I kept buying Floyds because if you buy one at 20% off, it's $200. That's a win in my opinion, for a brand new Floyd. So I just kept buying them when they kept doing the 20% off. So I probably have. Oh, wait a minute! I've got it in my phone. I've got all my inventory stuff in my phone because I'll be sitting at work going, oh, I need, and I forgot what I got. So here's what I have right now. I have 4 original chromes. I have 3 chrome 84s. I have 3 black originals, 1 chrome FU tone, 1 black FU tone, 1 EVH or 2 EVH chrome, 2 chrome Floyd Rose 1000s and 2 black Floyd Rose 1000s. So if anybody's looking for 1000s,
I think I've got 4 black 1000s laying around where I've pretty much any guitar I have in here that has a black Floyd on it's got an original.
I mean, like I'm sitting here like looking at the whole 1000 chat and think about this. Eddie Van Halen was playing a 1000 on his Wolfgangs.
Yep. You know how many people out there don't believe that?
Oh, I believe it. I believe he was playing a 1000 because they were all stamped EVH. They weren't stamped Floyd Rose. They were stamped EVH, and the EVH bridges are 1000s. They're not Floyds. Right?
Yeah. And the specials are stamped EVH, but they've got special over there by the trim arm stamped into it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, those are, yeah, I mean, you can upgrade those just fine, man. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with the 1000s.
No, they're not, Scott. They're not a 1996 T. They're a Ping.
Oh, Ping does those for Adam?
Yeah. Ping does the FU tone trims.
They've got Godot style. I thought those were Godot. They're not.
They're
No.
Ping.
Are they? I didn't know that.
I asked Adam that. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. It was years ago, and he told me they were not Godot.
Yeah.
That they were made by. I forget what he said, and then Scott Smith's actually the one that told me they were made by Ping.
No kidding.
Yep.
Ooh, what's wrong with Ping, Scott? Same metal, same Rockwell hardness. I've got Pings on all my PVs, and they hold up just as well.
This is an FU on here. I've had no problems with them.
The only problem I have with them is the price. I don't know. I've been playing original Floyd style, the originals and 1000s for so long that I don't like any, and it's nothing against the Godot or the Ping or any of that. I'm used to how my hand sits on a set of Floyd saddles on
Yep.
on an OG Floyd.
Yeah, it's got a different saddle profile.
Yep.
And I'm used to that, and that's just what feels right. So,
I agree.
yes, Yost, Ping is who made the PV Floyds. Ed Van Halen liked them, Scott.
What's on there? That's a Ping. Get them for $125 on eBay out of the PV store right now.
Oh, no kidding.
They're sitting on a shitload of them.
Really?
All old stock.
Huh. Interesting.
They're not, but they don't have the same base plate as a Floyd Rose or a Godot. They're slightly bigger.
But it wouldn't matter because on the bass side, they're just that flat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
if you were
matter.
doing a top mount, then it wouldn't matter. But if
Yep.
you're doing a recess, then it's not going to work because they're,
Yep.
I think, like 2 millimeters wider.
Yeah, you have to extend your cavity out.
Yep. Or if you're like me, you don't fuck with guitars with routed Floyds. So,
Yeah. I kind of like them because you don't have to worry about the neck angle. You know?
it's another feel thing for me. I mean, I've owned them. Technically, that Burnt Tiger's routed, but it's a feel thing. I'm used to the Floyd being on top of the body, and when they're routed and sitting lower, it's the feeling part's kind of, I have to adjust to it. It's kind of off feeling.
I got you.
I'm used to having a little more neck angle, a little more tilt in the neck. The Floyd's sitting up higher. It's just a feel thing. I mean, I've got non-recessed ones that float, and I've got non-recessed ones that don't float. I don't care about being able to pull up 2.5 steps.
Yeah, I don't pull back at all, so it don't matter to me.
Anytime I pull back, I tend to break a fucking string on live. So, oh, you know what? I like how that worked out. Ryan busted a Steinberger string. 20 minutes later, I popped the D string on the Burnt Tiger doing a fucking dime bag squeal.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and as soon as I did that, I pulled the live out of net where I pulled the string off and acted like I was choking myself with it.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy fucking stepped in as next up, and the first thing he does is a fucking dime bag pinch and fucking just yanks the bar into the body. I was like, you dick. He just, wee! I'm like, oh, fuck you.
That's funny. All right, guys, I gotta go. She's going to bed, so I'm gonna go hang out with her.
Yes.
So,
11:20.
Jimmy, nice to see you, buddy.
Yep. Right on. Good to see you.
Yeah, dude.
Randy, as always.
Yeah, man. Mike, thanks for coming on tonight. Hanging
Yeah,
out.
no problem, dude. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Nice to hang out with you guys and bullshit.
Yeah, we love having you.
Yeah, dude. Always worth having a wealth of knowledge. And I'm sure once I get this build together and I do my showcase on it, I'll be over there kissing your ass on the live stream for all the help and stuff you've given me, guidance, and I really appreciate the fuck out of that, dude. I really do.
No problem, buddy. If you need any help, just hit me up, okay?
Will do. I'll bug you.
Kick me out of here. I'll see you guys later.
All right. See you, bro.
See you, buddy.
.40 grit, everyone. Yep, I think we're on that note. We're going to wrap her up. I do have to go to work tomorrow. Not like I want to go to that fucking place. I told him today. I mean, this last week or so has been fucked up. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to call in deceased tomorrow. If I don't show up, I'm dead. Oh, but you got to finish this car. I said, if I'm dead, it doesn't matter. And as always, as we're ending, Sean Plays Guitar has entered the chat. What's up, Sean?
Well, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night.
Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We'll catch y'all Thursday. So, on that note, later.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right?